and welcome back to the channel, or if it's your first time, welcome to Oasis Sense. Today I'm going to show you technically five ways that I reuse and recycle as a small business. I think it's really important to do this when you can, especially because at the end of the day, a lot of it's just packaging, and what's the point in reusing brand new packaging when you can recycle stuff or reuse stuff? So yeah, I'm going to show you the 4 ways or 5 ways that I do it, which makes me feel a little bit better and a little bit more good as a person. I don't know how to describe it. Anyway, here's the ways. It includes reusing old candle jars, reusing bubble wrap, shredding paper, and also reusing boxes. So stay tuned and make sure you subscribe if you enjoy this video for more business tips. So the first method is recycling old candle jars. The way I get these is I offer people to bring back the empty candle jars at events, and honestly I get so many. This is all from one event. It was from Wellington Armageddon, which happened late last year. I think I got about 90 back. I give $1 per jar back and I end up cleaning these out. I also put them in the dishwasher to clean them further, and I reuse them. It's really helpful. It helps save money in the environment. I don't pretend, but that's what I believe. Otherwise these just get recycled, and I don't think a lot of things in New Zealand actually get properly recycled. We don't have the facilities to do that. So if I can reuse candle jars, I will. First of all, I have to take off any labels if there are any. Sometimes they're a bit stubborn, and so I try not to use those jars for actual good candles if I can't get the labels off, but most of the time it's good. And recently the people who bought these ones back were pretty good and actually cleaned them all themselves. So all I did was do a hot wash in the dishwasher after I cleaned them. I also don't normally have the tap running for this long. I normally fill it up, but I was being optimistic that it wouldn't take long, and it took ages. So yeah, this is the first method and I really enjoy doing it, and I think a lot of my customers also enjoy being able to return things and get money off. The second method is shredding paper, and I know it sounds crazy, well, not that crazy, but I shred everything I can. This is like the back of my labels for shipping labels. I shred receipts, I shred chocolate wrappers. That's an odd one. I shred anything I can, and instead of buying packing peanuts, I use this as void filler. I also do use paper, and that is one thing I didn't really mention or show in this video, is when a supplier gives paper as void filler, I'll reuse that. It's normally like butcher's paper or whatever. But yeah, I shred as much as I can. I also, the back of my candle labels is it's paper with a plastic coating. So I shred that and I use it as void filler. It honestly saves so much money by not buying packing peanuts, and it's a no-brainer to me. I already end up with all this waste, so if I can reuse this waste in a way that works for me, it does. And I think people now expect it from us, that we are more eco-friendly / reusable. I wouldn't say this is the most eco-friendly option, but I feel like it's eco-friendly in some capacity because it's reusing it, and you can then burn the stuff afterwards. The next thing I do is recycle bubble wrap. I know a lot of people don't do this, and I don't know why. I think it's crazy if you just throw a bubble wrap after you've done with it. This bubble wrap in particular came from a customer who said to me that they had a whole lot, so we met up and they gave it to me. I do sometimes also have to buy bubble wrap, unfortunately, but you know, you make do with what you can. And I spend some time cutting up all my bubble wrap. That's also something I do, is I pre-cut everything because it saves so much time by doing that. My mum also makes sure she gives me bubble wrap every time I see her. Thanks, Mum. Very much appreciate it. So yeah, I just cut it up. Any parts that I can't use, I off-cut, or I try my best. Sometimes, you know, if you've got an order from me, you know, my things look a little bit janky, but I'm not a luxury candle brand. So obviously this won't work if you're luxury. I'm just a good old work in my garage, make nerdy candles, and for me, I don't think that it hurts my brand by doing this instead. Here's the pile of bubble wrap I ended up with. And then the final one I do is reusing boxes. I know these boxes have branding from other brands, so is it the smartest idea? Probably not for establishing my brand, but they're good. They're perfectly good boxes. Why would I get rid of them? So here's one that I had. This is from Mighty Ape. Byron bought some stuff. No, he got given a gift or something. I don't remember. Anyway, this box is perfect for putting one candle in, and this candle was a 250ml glass candle. So filled it up with my reusable, my void filler that I make myself, and then I used some bubble wrap to wrap my candle for the order. And this is also bubble wrap that I reused. This is actually bubble wrap I got from some fabric dye. Here's me cutting it up. I cut it into little strips that are kind of the height of the candles, you know, wrap it around the candles. If it's reused, I'll tend to use a little bit more than other times if it's brand new bubble wrap, because it can be a little bit popped. And then I just wrap the candle, as you do, to protect it, and then I stick it in there, and it looks fine. Like, yeah, probably the customer knows that it's reused, but I'd rather be known for reusing stuff and helping and not being a waste. Also, I include candle cards, like, not candle cards, what do you call them? Like, thank you cards in all of my orders, and on the thank you card, it does say that our orders are packed with a mixture of brand new and reused packing materials. So it's not as if I'm being non-transparent about it. But yeah, so if you're looking for ways to do things different in your business and recycle some things, because as a candle maker or whatever, you probably get a lot of supplies that you don't know what to do with it. Here's a great way. Here's 5/4 great ways that you can do that. And I implore you to look into ways that you can recycle as a business, because I think it's really important to not contribute as much as you can to the waste, especially as candle makers, because we have a lot of waste that we can't reduce. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give us a like and a subscribe, and we'll see you all next week with another video. Ka kite anō.
My love language is your time and attention. Won't you give some of it to me?